Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cafe Exhortation of today. I'm still talking about the same topic, salvation announced to the Gentiles. But today, I will speak of the subtopic, which is Abraham and the Magi's all got the same calling. The same God calls out everyone, pagans and chosen people. Do you know that Abraham himself was a Gentile? He was an uncircumcised, not knowing God, and he grew up in the house of fetish. His father was a fetisher. Do you also know that the Magis were Zoroaster, were astrologers, men of arts and sciences for the Latins? They were philosophers for the Greek. They were like the scribes and Pharisees for the Jews. You may be in the same situation as these characters. You may be a pimp. You may be an occultist. You may be a corrupt. You may be a prostitute. You may be a thief. This message is for you. My message is salvation announced to the Gentiles. Part 2. Abraham and the Magi's all received the same calling. From the east, God called a man, Abraham, from the land of the Chaldeans. The same God called again from the east the three wise men to the Messiah, the Savior, for the same salvation. The same God with the same calling for everyone. In Genesis chapter 12, verse 1, 4, and to 7, the Lord said to Abraham, leave your country for the land that I will show you. Abraham left as Yahweh had told him. Abraham took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. Abraham crossed the land to reach the land of Sichem. Very interesting. Yahweh appeared to Abraham and said, to your descendant I will give this land. Abraham built an altar to the Lord who had appeared to him. In other words, he offered to Yahweh. He gave worship to him, to the God who had appeared to him. God's calling is to make of us like him, worshippers. The calling of God is attached to salvation. Abraham, in Genesis 12, God speaks to Abraham and invites him to leave his environment, his comfort zone, the known, what he used to know, for a country that God himself will show him. Abraham obeyed God and set out together with his barren wife for an unknown destiny, an unknown land. The three Magi's, Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar, in Matthew chapter 2, verse 1 to 12, the wise men from the east saw a star, a sign in the sky, a bright star, and set off for an unknown country until arriving at Bethlehem in Judea. My message is God is looking for people, for entrepreneurs, men and women who can launch themselves into the nothingness. God seeks for risk takers to make them better in their salvation, in their calling, in their vocation. The journey of Abraham to a foreign land, the journey of the three wise men following a star, it's our spiritual pilgrimage, our inner quest. Man is in search of the divine. On the path of life, on the path of destiny, man found himself confronted with several difficulties. He faces several challenges. In conclusion remarks, everything in life begins with the calling, and the calling generates covenant, and the covenant lead us into our destiny. Since it is Cafe Exhortation, enjoy your day and God bless you.